kind of odd.
Well, happy hour TV. Gonna grab a drink or three, because you know it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. Two lads from Yorkshire and another bloke from Somerset, supping and chatting away with each other. You never quite know what you're gonna get. Mark is a spark and his barbs are sharp. He has us crying. For an electrician, his banter is electrifying. There's a designer, the guy with the cider. John is the landlord and they're all on happy hour TV.
Good evening and welcome to the Untitled Chat Show here on the Friday evening. Hopefully it's 9 o'clock and everything's working. We've got sound and video, and I'm sure chat are going to start saying, no, we haven't got anything in a minute.
We've got sound.
I just want to say good evening, Willie. How are you? Willie is just here.
Evening.
We've got Jack just down here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm down here. Hello.
Yeah. We've got Mozzie just over in that corner.
No. Yeah.
And our very special guest this evening, the one and only Neil from Happy Hour TV. Good evening, Neil. He's over right over there.
What an intro as well.
Thank you. It's nice
great.
to be here. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
So, tell us a little bit about your channel and what you get up to. We saw a little bit of your intro there. Go on, go free fall.
Yeah, it's very similar to what you guys get up to. I think the for us the lockdown kind of forced us to do something. So we started back in August, and it was just three guys that meet up at the pub that weren't able to meet up at the pub, and we said, look, let's just we were doing our Zoom chats, from like March, April, sort of time, and as we were catching up and sharing anecdotes and just having a laugh and a pint together, we found ourselves, enjoying it quite a bit. And I said, look guys, we could stick this on YouTube, because the stories that we're sharing are hilarious, and they were like, really, what why would people want to see that? And I said, look, loads of people are doing it. Loads of people are doing this kind of podcasty type, three blokes in a pub type, podcast. And they both agreed and said, well, go on, and Neil, sort it out, and we'll leave you to it, and work out the logistics and stuff. So that's what I did. I went on and started off. We started on YouTube. I only really knew about YouTube. I didn't know about the world of Twitch. And when doing it on YouTube, we were recording the Zoom screen. And the Zoom screen, we were recording, and then in edit, we were kind of creating a YouTube thing, right? But it took hours, because it's an hour or hour and a quarter, length, sort of stream, if you like, or recording. To edit that amount of footage took a while. So when we transitioned to Twitch, I've got it here. I found this gadget and realised that people were using these things, which is a Stream Deck. And I come from media sort of background, and I found that how can you do video editing? How can you do live video editing on streams? How are they doing it? I was watching Twitch and seeing transitions and seeing that they were doing stuff, and I'm trying to scratch my head working out how are they doing it. And I worked out it's a Stream Deck that enables you to switch, from scene to scene and start using OBS and things like that. So yeah, that was the start of Twitch, really. And what that's done is, by live editing, we've trimmed out all our editing time.
Yeah.
And now we just do it on the fly. So much easier.
I think this is why I can't be asked to do YouTube videos. It's when you do it live, you just do it live. You do it, bang, finished, gone.
It's done.
It's like,
Yeah,
that's
it's
it.
done.
Move on.
So that's it really for us. We've kind of ditched our YouTube efforts because there's no need now to do it.
Well, you can stream live to YouTube as well, can't you? I mean, I do it sometimes.
Yeah. So we were going to see how this goes with Twitch. We're currently using Streamlabs, and to dual stream, you have to pay their annual fees to Streamlabs. But I'll see.
Restream's cheaper. I'll use Restream.
Right. Okay.
It's cheaper. That's cheaper than using them. So you stream to Restream. You put in your accounts, and then it just from that point it sends it out to the different platforms.
Do you still use Streamlabs?
Well, I use Stream Elements, but
right. Okay. So you're using something, and then that goes to the Restream. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Right. I mean, any of them, OBS, Stripe, OBS Studio, Stream, all of them, because you just what you do is you're basically putting in the Restream sort of URL instead of Twitch and things like that, and then it just handles it all for you. And then
imagine an extension block from your PowerPoint, and then you've got like three. Yep. And you can put 3 things into it. It's the same thing. The power goes down to 1, and then it splits into. You just send it to where it needs to go.
And their servers manage that load.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Should we have a quick look at what Neil gets up to and sort of see, a little bit about Happy Hour TV? This clip is sort of about 5 minutes long, so sit back and enjoy Happy Hour TV.
Just mind the audio, because they could hear us over the intro.
They won't be able to this time. Over to the clips.
Very good. Thank you for that.
Neil. Honestly, a couple of years ago, I can't remember which child it was now, but I had one of the children on me who was poorly, and he'd just gone to sleep, and I heard this, and it was quite a fractious. And I looked up, and the bloody wasp that was on the curtain rail above my head was humongous, right? And it was going bananas with its wings. I thought, oh my God. So I shouted at Lauren and I said, Lauren, come here. I wanted it to vacuum the wasp to get it away from, because I didn't want to move, because I had the baby in hands, I was poorly. Anyway, and she stood in the office door, she looked at it like, no. And I said, honestly, Lauren, go and get the vacuum cleaner, right? She wouldn't do it. The thing, it got that excited, it fell off the curtain rail and it hit the floor. It sounded like it dropped a Murray mint. It went with a thud. And it landed on carpet. Oh my God, how big is this bloody wasp? And then it came up the bloody sofa, and then it was walking along my arm.
Shut up. Can't do it, man. I can't.
Yeah, Neil, I'm trying to stay calm here. I'm trying to stay calm. I've got this baby on me in my arms that's asleep and really poorly as well. And Lauren is stood in the doorway of the office saying, no, can't do that. I said, Lauren, get the bloody vacuum cleaner. What's she doing? No. So we had to do a quick, shuffle. And I had to run out of the room and get the vacuum cleaner myself. By that time, it was going bananas and trying to sting the light bulb, because that was the thing that it was taking its anger out on.
Oh, flipping it.
I got it in the end. Bloody hell. Yeah, horrible. Biggest wasp I've ever seen in my life.
You're just trying to say how many times you can say wasp.
God, flipping it. Right.
Well, do you remember that wasp that was in the office that time on curtain rail?
That's a swear box. Our first swear box. Well done, Lauren.
Right. But did I have a top on, or was it? Did I have a t-shirt on or not?
No, just naked.
So the wasp was crawling over my naked arm.
Oh, flipping it. Right, moving on.
She stood in the office door, wouldn't even go get the vac.
Oh,
Bloody hell, biggest loss ever went on that one.
Yeah,
Got you. When you're a bit younger. probably about middle school. We had middle school then, so probably about 11 years old, maybe a bit younger. So for some reason, I was in the house, and in the lounge we had a little rubbish bin, like dressed up as Dusty bin, as they used to be, little furry costume on it. And I was just putting an aerosol, like I think it was an air freshener or something like this. And I just decided to spray the full tin of this air freshener in the bin. I don't know why. And then I'm over this bin and I just throw a match in it. It just went woof. And instantly the heat on my face, eyebrows gone, front of my hair all weird, singed. Yeah. I didn't know what singed was at the time. It was just all little bits. Yeah. It's like, whoa, what's gone on here?
Did it go off with a bit of a bang?
Oh, it didn't go with a bang. It was just more about woof.
A woof, yeah.
Yeah, a big woof, like a big. Yeah. But then obviously, my mother, she probably didn't even know this story to this day. Right. So if you're watching, Mum, and complain.
Like teenagers used to laugh about and sort of try and beatbox and freestyle and things like that a lot, but yeah, I used to like learn other people's raps, like Eminem and Kid Rock. And
do you remember? Is there one that you particularly remember?
There's all sorts. Nowadays, everybody want to talk like you got something to say, and if it comes out when they move their lips, it's just a bunch of gibberish. Act like you forgot about Dre. That was a classic one.
Excellent. Very good.
Apologies for that one.
Oh, dear.
Brilliant. Are we back?
Yeah, we will be. Just turn that
Are
off.
we back?
Yeah, we will be.
Right, well that was good. It looks like you guys are doing what we are, really. Like you say, it's just having a laugh, a few mates together. Although I don't know any of these fuckers, only through
we
Twitch.
just turn up every Friday.
The difference is, I think you look like your mates already, like you said, and
yeah. So we all go to
chemistry.
We all go to the local pub and things. So it was just out of necessity, really, to keep in touch with each other.
You just mates, or a dart team, or a football team, or
just mates? He's the landlord. Mates. Yeah, he's the landlord. We do a charity football sort of thing where we raise money once a quarter. They'll play a charity match. I don't. I'm not a football kind. But John's a bit fitter, and Mark's not so bad on his legs. So they raise money. They play football and things, and I DJ in the pub in the evening, and we have a bit of a fundraising day down at the pub. And we've raised thousands of pounds for charity. So just as a group, obviously there's other football players. That's how we kind of got together, really, and things. But once a quarter, we choose a different charity, and that's what we do.
Just touching on the DJ thing, you say you DJ in the pub.
Yeah.
Do you know anything about music?
No, I'm a bit like Colin there. No, if someone comes up,
point any fingers or anything, but
when someone comes up to you and says, "Do you know the song that goes da da da?" I wouldn't have a clue.
Oh yeah, question.
Oh.
Yeah.
But isn't that a typical thing? I did a little bit of DJing in a rock pub in Leicester for a while and stuff. And the one thing you learn is you never play requests anyway. People go, "Oh, can you play it?" You go, yeah, and you never play it.
And they walk away, and then you don't bother.
Drink and don't.
Yeah, exactly. You work on the fact that they're drinking, and they've probably forgotten they've asked for it anyway.
Willie, have you ever DJ'd?
No.
Oh, so you're the odd one out then, because I have as well.
No, I haven't. No, I've never DJ'd. No.
So I did it years ago. So when I was about 17, 18 years old, my uncle, who was a fairly well-known DJ in the town, he ended up getting a residency gig, either either at Blackpool or Eastbourne. I can't remember which direction he went because he went to both, but I don't know which one at the time. He was a fairly well-known DJ. He had lots of bookings in his diary, and he said to me, he said, "Neil, we're moving away. You know, can you take the bookings?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Right. He says, "I'll give you the diary, loads of bookings in there. Do the jobs, you get paid." Right. But you know, he wanted to fulfil the jobs, right, instead of cancelling them all. So he gave me all his back in the day. He gave me all his massive light boxes. Right.
Yeah.
I only had a bedsit flat. Do you know what I mean? So like I was walking in like a corridor, you know, through my little flat with all these massive boxes, and I had them all wired up. So because we're in like communal flats, all the other chaps on the landing would say, you know, on a Friday night or whatever, "Neil, we're gonna have some tunes," you know. So my room would just be lit up like a full-on disco, you know, thing. But we'd be all dancing out on the landing and stuff, and having waving up bottles of beer. Yeah.
That old kit used to kick off some heat, didn't it? Fucking light boxes and shit, and even the gear. You get in the DJ booth and you're sweltering from the amps and the heat and everything, and the lights. And
I think I had to do the journey in 2 cars to get all the gear there. So it was a right nuisance.
We used to get my mate's missus to drop hers off, and we used to go in and set up. And the amount of times I come out of there absolutely drunk out my head, carrying stuff and spraining my ankle or doing something like that, tripping up steps. Just every weekend I had a different injury.
That is a good point, though, isn't it? When I did it, not so much for the club because they were a bit tight, but there was a place called Lamplighters in Leicester, which got changed name and that was a full-on rock metal pub, and you could go DJ there Saturday night for like a 4-hour set, come home wankered with 150 quid more than you went out with. It was fucking brilliant. Because the landlord used to keep stacking fucking beers on the thing for you as well.
That's what happens down there for me. Yeah.
It's fucking brilliant.
If I'm down there, you know, DJ. So now, you know, I remember going down there and I had my I'm an Apple user. I've got a Mac, so I've got my my iPhone. I wire that up to the pub's amps, right? And then on my wrist, I had the the Apple Watch. We'd be on the dance floor, boogieing to the music that I'd plumbed in, and I'd skip tracks or search for tracks and things like that. So like I was DJing from the dance floor, and they go, "Neil, play that tune," and we're just like, you know. So I was just kind of tapping away, and they said, "Oh, Neil, you know, we really like your tunes, you know, the choice of music, you know," and I'm playing, and I'm thinking, I haven't been DJing for years. I mean, I did a bit of community radio, did a bit of road sort of stuff, so when they started saying, "Oh, you know, would you do it if we booked you?" You know, I'm like, I'd have to get the gear, wouldn't I? So I'm sat next to. I've got a whole stack of stuff here. It's a lot smaller. I don't need massive light boxes now. It's all like little LED things and stuff, so they don't take up much space.
Do you think the technology's moved a lot as well? When last time I did it, MP3s were just becoming a thing, and I bet now you just have a hard drive, wouldn't you, full of stuff? You wouldn't bother carting vinyls or CDs around and shit. Why would you bother with that now?
You'll remember those days where it was big vinyl or CD cases.
Yeah, carting that fucking shit around. The weight of it.
Yeah, me and my brother used to do vinyl.
My hard drives are under here, but the hard drive's no bigger than my phone.
Yeah,
and it's got tens of thousands of tracks on there, and I've never been really caught out. Most stuff's on there.
Well, let's be honest, these days with 4G and everything on your phone, it's not like you couldn't grab something quickly even on the fly, is it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, the number of times I've been caught out and I've just gone to YouTube and downloaded it quickly.
Yeah.
I've heard them do that on the radio, though. You know, actually on BBC when somebody's done a song request and they haven't got it in the system, so it would just literally just go on wherever and just download it.
Just find it. Yeah.
I mean, there's still legitimate MP3 purchase sites. You know, I'm not from Paris here, but like 7 Digital, I used to get my stuff from, and it was 70 pence a track, but you owned it. You know, that's it. It's high quality FLAC or whatever, or high quality MP3. Yeah. Bang, you've got it in seconds, haven't you?
Yeah. You get the what I class as the audio snobs.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
and things. And actually, for pubs and clubs, MP3s are perfectly fine.
Let's be honest. The sound systems aren't that fucking good to start with. So why would you need something such high fidelity when they can have it blasting anyway?
Yeah.
Nobody ever the people shouting and chatting anyway. As the music gets louder, they get louder.
Yeah.
So
or in house parties end up in the kitchen.
Yeah.
There you go. So DJing is part of my task down the pub. Keep them all entertained and things. So yeah, there you go.
Also, was I getting from that video that you don't like wasps?
Petrified, absolutely petrified. Yeah. That's why Mark was saying he's trying to see how many times you can say the word wasps, and I'm sat there. Honestly, on that occasion, my hands were sweaty.
Yeah,
heart rate goes up. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible.
I must admit, I'm not keen on the little fuckers.
I'm not.
So we've been playing some Jackbox games on Twitch.
Oh, right.
Are you familiar with Jackbox?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's Trivia Murder.
Yeah.
It's horrendous, right? For some reason, my heart rate goes up, my hands go sweaty, and I just feel really, awkward with it. I use in here, sort of headphones, and the sound is in my, it's really loud in my head, right? So you've got screams and, the atmospheric music and, things. It's just a quiz.
Yeah.
It's just a quiz. But it sends off the wrong signals in my body, and my palms have gone sweaty. My heart rate goes up. It just, it really reacts with me, which is really weird. I don't watch horror movies,
Isn't that Jackbox 3 or something? Because there's another one on there, isn't there, where it will come up with questions and you can get an audience to...
Yep.
You got to be careful of that shit, don't you? You can't let random people coming and do the answering. Dapper Dragon fucking TOS'd his own channel while letting that happen once.
Yeah.
Quickly.
See that happen.
You'll be really fucking careful letting the chat...
Yeah, have you seen the rap battles? Have you ever
No.
seen the rap battles one? You look it up. Look up Jackbox rap battles. Some of them are fantastic, but
Right.
you could TOS that dead easy. They're really funny though. It's just two robots, and I think you just type in the words you want, and it will say them, and it's basically like a rap battle. Basically,
Yes,
you're just
I have
slagging
seen
each other off. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
So once this lockdown finally ends, because it will end at some point,
Yeah.
are you guys going to continue with it?
So we've chatted about this quite a bit. The plan is to try and take this down the pub.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
And
that'd be a laugh.
have happy hour in the pub.
That'd be quite fun.
Yeah, and carry on, sit round the table or whatever, set the camera up, use a laptop and things, and
So sort of almost you'd be tuning in to the guys that are always at that table down the pub.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Try and
That's a
keep
good idea.
Try and keep to the same format, so we might not be able to do the videos, which is fine.
Yeah.
But what's the story, we might be able to show a YouTube clip, or we might be able to do something, but we'll work it out. But yeah, the plan is to go down the pub. The way that the pub layout is, there's the pub main sort of area near the bar, and then he's got like a little kind of function room end. It's like, but it's still, if you saw this week's, where he was sat is the beginning of the function end, so you get that pub life in the background. So when people are in there at 5 o'clock on the Friday and they're all busy at the bar, that'll be the background, which I think would be perfect.
Yeah, definitely.
We just need to work out sound, eliminate some of the sound, keep it close to mics and things.
You're going to need very directional mics, aren't you?
Yeah. So, but I think it'll work really well.
Oh, I think it will.
The other thing is, John's a bit of an addict on eBay, so we'll just egg him on and say, "What are you looking at this week?" And we'll say, "Go on, bid up." And then what we'll do is we'll jump in he's got a transit, so we'll jump in his transit and go and pick something up and just take the camera on the road with us, and things. So we've got gimbals and stuff. We've got all the usual kind of gear. We've got the GoPro style, things and stuff. So we're all set to do a, in the van stream, and stuff. So we'll just go and sit in the van and go on a jolly, somewhere and go and pick up a quad bike or something stupid or a jet ski or, or something daft. Have a blast with it and then sell it again, So I think that'll be what we'll probably end up doing.
So are you thinking of developing anything on your channel as well? Like, like for us here, we started off with just this show. And now we've got the Grumpy Gamers on a Wednesday. Willie's got his quiz show once a month on a Monday. Yeah. Me and Jack are working on another project, a retro sort of podcast. Yeah. Are you thinking of expanding any more channels now, or is it time, or
Well, there is an element of time, but I want to try and squeeze something in because Twitch has got, is it 8 hours as the minimum limit thing for affiliate?
To get affiliate.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
So I've got to try and increase the number of hours that we produce in a sense, because at the moment...
It's only within a month though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is a month, but at the moment we're only on for an hour a week. It's on a Wednesday night, and we do about an hour and a quarter. So we're not reaching that. So I've spoken to the lads. I've dug out my green screen. I had a green screen. Now there's a story with the green screen. I bought it probably 20 years ago, and it's been in a box for the last. It's got to be 12 years. It's just been, folded up and chucked in a box. And it's foam. It's not a cloth. So the foam has all been bent and it's all been, creased. So every day this past, couple of weeks, it's actually been hanging up behind me. And I've been squirting it with water so that the foam expands to get it flat again. But I've got a green screen, so I'm all set for game streaming. Now, I don't really do games. I'm not a gamer. But I thought back to what did I play years ago, when it was the original PlayStation. I probably picked up Lara Croft, right? As probably we all did, because it was a big game back then. When Lara Croft came out, it was something completely new, So I found a clip on YouTube of the whole story game of the original Tomb Raider. So I'll get some clips from it and show people and say, this is what I played, but let's play the new version, and go into this new set that's come out in the recent years. So I'm going to try it and just say, watch an old fart play.
I've played all three of the new ones. They're very good.
Are they? I know that one works on the Mac, which is the first one.
Yeah, it's just called the Tomb Raider, isn't it? That one.
That's right. The second one, is it called Shadows?
Shadow of the Tomb Raider or something?
Rise of the Tomb Raider as well.
The Rise of the Tomb Raider is second. The Shadow one is.
So, yeah, that's it. Shadow's the third one.
So the second one I've downloaded, but it doesn't work. So, but I can do the first one. The second one, for some reason, is okay on a Mac that's greater spec than what I've got. But I'm due an upgrade. So by the time I've done one, the upgrade will hopefully be, will have landed, and I'll have a new Mac anyway.
So Mikey and Janie have said maybe it was first used on Blake's 7-year-old green screen.
I had a green screen. So my first computer was the Amstrad CPC 464.
So was mine.
Green screen tape cassette, and my brother used to go down the shop and buy the magazine and then sit there painstakingly typing in all the code,
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Get one thing wrong, nothing works.
Yeah.
Well, as I said, I've shown
Good old
this before.
syntax error.
Yeah.
I had that baby. Well, I've still got that baby from '82. And
Is that your one from 1982?
that is my one from 1982.
Oh, good man for keeping hold of it. Yeah.
It needs a restoration project on it, but and yes, using that rubber keyboard to try and type in out of magazines, Jesus, it was.
Hard work.
And don't forget, guys, anyone in chat, if you've got any questions for Neil, happy hour, throw them in there. Willie will grab them and ask them.
I've just spotted there that Shufty Mac, who's Mark from.
Oh right. Good evening, Mark.
He's just put in there. Loves to purchase gadgets.
Don't we all?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
I am a bit of a gadget man.
Yeah, it's
So,
my
go on, what's your
weakness.
latest gadget to arrive through your door then?
The game controller to play the games. That was one. This camera, which I bought to improve. I went for is it Razer Kaio or something like that?
Okay.
It's a fairly, the reviews say it's fairly decent. So those are the two things. Is there anything else? No, I think that's it. Yeah, those are the two recent purchases, I think.
Don't know what mine was. What was the last thing I bought? I'm usually getting. Might be in this microphone, actually.
I've got to the stage where I just don't ask the wife anymore, and I think if I want it, I'll just get it.
The good thing is with gadgets as well, you can usually bullshit the price a bit.
Yes, yeah.
If you ask
Yeah,
Rachel, anything that I've got lying around, the computer, the monitors, the controller, the steering wheel, they're all under 50 quid, between 30 and 50 quid.
Mm-hmm. Your live view, was that 30 to 50 quid then?
Yeah. That was I thought that was 30 quid on the nose.
That's one thing you will learn if you start doing the IRL in as such. That's another level for streaming. I can assure you, that is another level of pain and expense. You soon learn which SIM cards give you genuine fucking unfettered fucking internet, and which ones have got caps and shit like that.
Right. Oh well, we'll find that out.
It's fun though. I always say that IRL.
Yeah, we're all still doing it, aren't we?
Yeah, I mean, well, I'd still argue. I mean, I'm you two obviously IRL or have done and do. It can be the most fucking frustrating type of streaming, but it's also the most satisfying when it all works out and you get a good stream. And
when it works, it's an absolute diamond. When it doesn't work, you might as well give up and go on holiday.
Although, obviously, with your £30 to £50 live view, that's improved things a bit, hasn't it, DJ?
Yeah, no, it does help.
So Dory's just asked a question. What will happen if the wife finds out you have been getting more gadgets?
Too late.
That's a fair answer.
Good answer. Yeah, good answer. Too late, the gadgets here. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Putting stuff into PCs is the best because, like, something turns up. What's that? Oh, it's just a graphics card. When you use just a graphics card, it makes it sound quite insignificant. In it goes. I mean, it was fine with the old tower because it wasn't glass, so you could just hide everything inside.
Yeah. I wouldn't get away with that.
No, because your missus is a gamer.
Yep.
She knows the cost of the cards. Yep. Yeah.
Well, it's that old thing, isn't it? You know, you half the price of everything you buy, but most women are onto that. So if you tell them a price, they double it in their head straight away.
I think we're of an age where we can, buy these things and and stuff. Whereas a younger streamer, or a beginner streamer, age irrelevant, may not have an idea of what stuff to get. And I think that was something that we did, and it'll bring us on nicely for maybe our second clip. I don't know. Are you ready for a second clip?
I've lined it up to play during the break.
Are we due a break? What time do you?
About 10 minutes.
Break? About 10 minutes. So the thing that I said to the guys, all we need is a webcam, and just check that your mic works. Let's just get on Zoom and see if it works. And if it works, then I can record it on Zoom because that's how we started. And that kind of worked. But what we didn't really consider was good lighting, good sound quality, or good camera quality. But we just started with what we had. So when we watched those clips earlier with the wasp, thing, that was our first video. That was back in August last year. And you'd look at it and you'd think it was really aged, because the tech was grainy, the sound was awful, but we soon realized that the sound was bad. So I think by September, I think I got the guys some lapel mics. So they had so we brought the mic to them rather than being on a computer screen. So we did that. And I bought this one. So we improved our sound instantly. And then we bought some cameras. This one's set up on an arm. We bought some cheap external webcams instead of using them, in the computer. I said to them, the best thing we can do is get the camera, get an external camera. Now, these cheap ones that you'll all see on Amazon, they're £15-20. Some are good, some are bad, and it's a bit like a potluck game, isn't it? We've done okay. They're not great. They're okay, but they're a lot better than what we had as an on-board, system. So these are a better quality, and that's made a difference. I now use this one as a second camera.
There's no need to go spending loads of money to start at anyway, because there's so many people out there think, all right, I'm going to do that, and they're going to spend shitloads of money on it, and then
DJ.
before doing it, and then expect to get like hundreds of viewers, and when they don't like it.
Oh yeah.
So that's a good point. It's basically, so the point I want to try and get to is just start with what you've got.
Yes, absolutely.
And then if you find that you enjoy it, then you can develop and
money.
Start spending money. Yeah.
Well,
I
would say
a couple of years. I've not even bothered with the Stream Deck yet. I still use my number pad on my keyboard.
Yeah,
I'm using the app. I've got the the Stream Deck app, and I just use an iPad Mini. I've just realised it's coming up for its year renewal next month, and I've used it 3 times because I keep forgetting I got it. Yeah, now I'm starting to do the Rocksmith. That is really helping, because when I'm sat here, I've only got one screen in front of me because I use the TV as the main screen on my PC, and actually having the Screen Deck is actually fucking working a treat, because I can go right back in a minute, bang, be right back screen and stuff like that. But I think for podcasts and chat shows, sound is more important than anything. I mean, you can get away with a scuffy camera, really, but the sound is everything.
Yes. Yeah. Agree.
People are listening to us, not really watching us as such.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
I have a question for Happy Hour TV from Brindy68. You seem to like IRL. Are you interested in doing travelling IRL streams?
I like them, partly because I feel cocooned, if you like, in this office space that I'm in. I'm self-employed. I work at a computer, and I've enjoyed listening in on IRL streams, partly to kind of connect with people, I suppose, because I'm a lone worker, and entering into this world where, I can connect with people. I'm quite an extrovert. I'm not an introvert. Although I work at the computer and I'm, doing I'm a graphic designer, so I do my graphic design work. I'm at the computer all the time. I've got 2 screens. So this screen tends to have the streaming stuff on now. And it's become a bit like the radio, for me during the day. And I'm connecting with different people. And this has only been since, I think about September, October last year, I started discovering Twitch. And then I said to the guys, we've got to get on this. We've got to change the way that we think about our, Happy Hour TV. We've got to change it. And that's when we brought it onto Twitch in January. So we had a break over Christmas. And over that Christmas couple of weeks, I, rapidly, had a steep learning curve about how to do it on Twitch. But I don't think I'll ever IRL stream. I don't think I'll do that. I think it would be pretty boring sticking a camera up there, watching me do design work all day. I just think, I don't know. Maybe some people would find that interesting, and maybe, I can, stream Photoshop, and people can watch Photoshop and watch how I create things.
That's just it. You could be teaching people what you're doing. You know what I mean? It could be like
There's a technology category. There's also art and design categories and stuff. There's categories for that.
Is there? I'll have to go and have a look.
I find myself looking in some real, I say strange categories, but I find myself looking in some strange categories. And I do watch some maybe things that I'd never think that I would watch. And I find them quite interesting, someone else's perspective on their job or their hobbies. It is really good.
I think you'd find a lot of people would be interested in what you do. If you could sort of explain as you went along what you were doing, I think a lot of people would find that sort of thing interesting too.
People could learn from it as well, you see.
Yeah, exactly. That's just it. You know what I mean?
That kind of stuff.
Yeah, especially the growing audience of younger people on Twitch.
Well, that's it, exactly.
They're all looking for video tutorials of how to do stuff, aren't they? So I could become their teacher.
35 people watch me string a guitar up.
Well, that's it.
Really?
Mm-hmm. All I was doing was putting new strings on the guitar, cleaning it up, talking to myself while I'm doing it. I'm doing it this way, I'm doing it that way, and I tighten them up this way because of this. And
well, there's ridiculous. I was going to say there's only one way to find out, isn't there? And that's
I'm up for that. So watch this space, Willie. I'll consider that.
Yeah, give it a go. It either works or it doesn't work.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Screen share and stick me down in the corner.
Yeah, that's it.
Sounds good. Watch this space.
I suppose if you're doing contract work though, it depends on whether you're allowed to show it off, is it, before it's a finished product? But
I can replace the logo. I can replace information, and when I design something, I tend to put in a phone number. I tend to put in 01274 444 444.
Yeah,
right, because I've got 01274, and I've just tapped it 6 times to put the number in. I'll go back and do detail, and stuff. So, just to get, and I use dummy text. I use the lorem ipsum, nonsense placeholder text, because it's not the text that's important. It's layout and design.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that would work.
You'd probably finally get viewers. Right. And also, because it's the chatting as well, isn't it? While you're working away, people will be chatting to you, and you're just chatting away while you're doing it. And
I chat with everyone else. I chat with people, chat with DJ on a regular basis now, and things. And it's been really enjoyable. Really enjoyable. In fact, Colin, you remind me of my mate Terry down in Somerset.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, he had a ropey past.
So
DJ's got a ropey present. So
I was going to say the same.
I've got a question from Viagra, which
good friend.
You know what I mean? Happy Hour TV. You've watched some of the Untitled Network shows.
Yes.
Do you see any similarities? Would you adopt some of the things they do on stream? That do you see things that they could have learned from you?
I think, I hear what you're saying. I think the formats are totally different. Ours is quite rigid. We know that we can stream within an hour. We come on, so the format is totally different. When we come on, we do intro. What have we done this week? We keep it short and sweet. We move on to video content. So we move on to our what happens next. So we play a game straight away. And for us, that brings in the viewers, in a sense. It's like, we've done our introductions, we've said hello, now, clinky glasses or whatever, let's play what happens next. So we're kind of holding, our viewer with a video content. This style is more chatty. I feel more relaxed. Whereas, with ours, it's like we when we finished our videos, we go on to a what's the story. John, who's our landlord, we've given him that task as the landlord because he's the spokesperson in a pub.
Yeah.
Come on, lads. What we're doing. So he'll bring the questions in. and we just do the round robin on the questions.
Right.
So it's not a discussion like this.
Mm.
You know, he's going, right, you know, what's your story? What's your story? You know, what's your story? So that's why to me, it's a totally different format.
I'll tell you where the similarities are, though, with the reason for starting, because this was all born out of lockdown as well.
Oh, was it?
You know, I was going to do IRLing all the time, travel to different cities, and when the lockdown happened, I got hold of Colin here and Carlo at the time and went...
You were in Carlo's chat today. I think he was talking about the chat show. So, Carlo was one of our original members.
Yeah, he was one of the original hosts, and we got together and said, what else can we do? Yeah. Why don't we do, and ours was going to be like yours, very much of just us three.
Yeah.
And then it developed, didn't it, Cole? And it was like, oh, let's get a guest in. And Danny Wiseman happened to be in the chat. So we thought, oh, we'll experiment. Let's try it now. We literally did all of our beta testing on stream. And it's like, let's see if we can get him in. Let's see if this works. And we've literally all started from the same thing, just from lockdown, of what else can we do?
And we're still doing that, aren't we? We're sort of going, do you think this would work? You know, we run with it, and it either sticks or it doesn't.
Yeah,
everything's experimental. You know, the Grumpy Gamers was an experiment that seems to be working. You know, the one that Jack going to be working on is going to be an experiment and see what works. And it's just try shit, isn't it? See what happens.
Yeah. It's So, but this show to me feels a bit more relaxed. So it's a different feeling. I think when we move to the pub and we're in person, we're going to have more of this conversation style than what we would, because I don't think we'll be as rigid, and unless I end up taking the Stream Deck down there, you know, and things, and start pressing buttons for segments and things. I don't know whether it'll. Is
it a busy pub, or is it sort of just him and his wife that run it or manage it?
It can be busy, and a Friday. So Wednesday would be okay, but Fridays, you know, which is when it goes on YouTube, that would be busy. But Wednesdays, I would think would be okay. So I don't think it'd be, you know, heaving. It's very much a village pub, you know. So it could be 15.
Do you think you're going to get an audience? So you three are sitting there, you know, doing your show.
A live
Do you
audience.
think over the weeks, you know, you're going to get maybe an audience, or you know, is the show going to turn into an audience with Happy Hour TV or something?
Don't know. Could be. I mean, because we could do the pub quiz.
Because I would watch that.
Quiz. Yeah, you could do the pub quiz quite easily.
If I was in a pub and someone was doing a show like that, I would definitely be sat there interested watching it.
Because
I think I would as well. You'd sit there with your pint and your pork scratchings, wouldn't you?
Just watching it happen.
Yeah. So we started using Kahoot for interactive quiz. So on your phones, you could sign in and you can play along with the quiz. And the thinking was, we'll do this when we get to the pub, because people aren't exchanging paper. People aren't having to, you know, use pens, you know, and things, and, you know, leave stuff around on the tables. Actually, they're just going to use their own phone. They can log in. He's got a big screen, you know, so he's got a projector screen there, and we can put the questions and the quiz up on the screen for people. So, so we've already thought about the pub quiz part of it.
You could get special guests in, couldn't you? You could literally in the pub, because surely you must know some of the other regulars, and say, fancy being a guest this week.
Yeah. We've had a couple of our friends, you know, be the guests, you know, and things, but we usually try and find out what they've been up to. But yeah, we could just pull anyone in. You know, if they walk into the pub, they, you know, we'd be like, you come here, you know, get up. There's a seat, just sit in front of that mic, you know, things. But yeah, we'll get. I've seen some desk-mounted microphones, so we'll just set up a table and put some desk-mounted mics on, and stuff. So
I will say I do miss that kind of pub. When I moved up to Leicester, that's the one thing I missed coming from Deal. You know, the little village pub. You go in there on your own, and you know damn well there'll be half a dozen people that you know by first let and sit and chat to.
Yeah. And that's what you get down there. It's a cracking pub for that. It's really good.
I love that kind of pub.
I think when I first started going down there, I did feel a bit odd, you know, because I'm going on my own.
Yeah.
But now I'm, you know, I know them, so I can just walk in and talk to the old boys that are there. If no one else is there, I'll talk to to the veterans that are sat there.
You can prop the bar up, chat to the landlord, and and just that you're not going to be sat there nursing a pint in the corner on your own.
Not at all. No.
So Hit Woman Agent's going to buy the first round for everyone. Well, that's very generous of us. So good.
Yep.
That could get expensive.
I think I've lost a few bets. I think as soon as that pub opens, I think I've got a couple of rounds to get in. I think I've already been stung there.
That sounds good. I'll definitely be tuning in for that. And don't forget, guys, if you're not following Happy Hour TV already, make sure you are. Give them support because, they do a show similar to us. It's not the same, but it's it's similar enough, and it's another UK-based chat show. And yeah, definitely.
You can only really watch it every other Wednesday, though, can't they? Because they've got the Grumpy Gamers to tune in to on the other Wednesday.
Yeah. But you can catch up. You've got
VODs turned on, have you?
I've got one.
VODs turned on, so we can catch up. Video on demand.
I think so. You can watch.
You can see the past. Yeah.
Yeah. And they're on as long as they can be, I guess. I don't know. The only one that we've got a little kind of issue with is copyright infringement. The fact that you're using musical clips, but we are doing it in a discussion, kind of thing. We're using it as part of the game or something.
Yeah, there's still that argument for fair use on that. Yeah,
well, it's adverts, So there's a great clip which I sent to you of. It was from the episode called "Are You Smarter Than a 10-Year-Old?" We did a show for that.
Yeah, I watched that one.
Right, and we played the "What Happens Next." Are you able to show it, Colin? Did you get that? Did you get that clip that I sent you today?
Yeah. Give me 3 minutes, and
okay.
I'll.
So it's a cracking. I couldn't believe it. It's just one of the best moments that we've had with that game. It was it's a chap called Ryan. He's from Kit McGrath, and on this episode we had. So we normally do a pub quiz. We brought him in as a guest months back, and he said to us at the time, he said, "I'll come back and I'll do the questions for you." And we said, "Okay." And he said, "A bit like that TV program, Are You Smarter Than a 10-Year-Old?" Because he's a private tutor, he's got exam papers.
Well done, Ryan.
For that age group, you see. So he came on a couple of weeks back now and did this quiz for us. And honestly, the 10-year-olds are smarter than us.
Mm.
But they're learning stuff that we would say, and I'd probably think all of us here would say, they're just learning nonsense. They're learning stuff that's irrelevant to real life, because they're learning odd things that you think that's the stuff that you learn at school, but you'll forget as soon as you leave.
Yeah.
Because it's irrelevant.
I blame the fucking teachers. I don't know about you, but
it's
the fucking teachers' fault.
I'm definitely one for blaming the teachers.
Hi, Brindy. How are you, Brindy, this evening?
Hi, Brindy. Put the glasses on and look over the top.
Brindy happens to be a school teacher, in case people don't realise.
Just realised what you were saying when you were saying I can't stand them. But
The other glasses are already down.
I love you, Brindy.
With a bit of luck, that clip's ready if you want to have a quick look
do
at
it. It's really funny. So this is a What Happens Next clip. And it's really, really funny. Yeah, let's watch this.
Okay. Well done, Ryan.
I've had 3 people try to eat me today. 3! Ooh, lucky penny. Anyway, sometimes I wish I were human.
Okay. Ryan, let's start with you.
Well, he's just picked up a penny. He's wished to be human. He's going to turn into a human. Possibly not the human he wants. I think he's cool, but I think he's probably going to turn into something like Danny DeVito or something, and then think, I want to be an M&M again. Small, round, that sort of, shiny on top.
Brilliant. Guys, have you seen this ad before?
No.
Okay, let's just cut straight to.
Have I got it in one?
What's that?
I've had 3 people try to eat me today. 3! Ooh, lucky penny. Anyway, sometimes I wish I were human.
Look at
No way!
I'm human! Do you want to eat me?
No.
Do you want to eat me?
No thanks.
No? Would you like to eat me? Nobody wants to eat me! I'm the luckiest!
You dropped your lucky penny.
Man, I look good.
Genuinely,
You're still short and bald.
did not know that. I've not seen it before.
Goodness me.
I'm good at this game.
And we're back.
Not yet. Okay. Well done, Ryan.
We are, sorry.
I saw that.
So, yeah, don't worry. So at the end there, I'm just staggered that he got it bang on.
By guessing.
Yeah. I wanna
Danny
ask
DeVito.
I wanna ask a question about what happens next.
Yeah.
Because obviously when I watched it, you got on about Chunk Monkey. Is this an ongoing thing with your thing? Because it seemed to have like come up a few times.
Yeah. So going back to August when we first went on, I think Trunk Monkey was possibly in our first episode.
Right.
It's an old advert that I remembered years back finding on YouTube and things. And I so I'm scrabbling around for adverts and I'm thinking, what funny adverts are there? And I chucked this one in, and the Trunk Monkeys featured in many episodes.
Oh, right.
So, and sometimes I can sneak them in without the guys realizing. So they'll just see this scenario and they'll be like, oh, I don't know, maybe it's for, for noodles, or something, and they'll think, oh, I don't know, seems like a takeaway advert or something, and then suddenly the Trunk Monkey appears.
So can you explain the Trunk Monkey to these three and the chat?
Trunk Monkey.
What is Trunk Monkey?
Yeah, Trunk Monkey is a series of adverts from the Suburban Auto Group in America, and they've gimmicked this kind of advert thing. So it's basically a monkey, or a chimpanzee monkey. And he's part of the vehicle, so he lives in the trunk, right? And you can buy different versions. So you can buy a medical trunk monkey, you can buy the rescue, you can buy the ninja, you can buy the whatever type you need. If you've got a parking permit problem, then he'll come out and he'll do and they're different modules of different trunk monkeys that you can buy. But it's okay, if you've in this scenario, don't worry, because you can press this button on your dashboard and the boot would open and out will pop the Trunk Monkey and go and deal with it. So yeah, there are times when I can get it past them, because if it doesn't have a car immediately in the beginning of the advert, they get misled. But if there's a car in the advert, they're kind of going, oh, I know what it's going to be. It's going to be a Trunk Monkey. Yeah. But if I can sneak in an advert that doesn't quite have a car, or the focus is different, they go off on something else and they think about Doritos crisps, or they think about, different things.
Because obviously the one I saw was on that same What Happens Next with the Trunk Monkey, where the kids are standing in the street and start throwing
they start throwing eggs. Yeah.
You start throwing eggs in your car and
and then the monkey chases after them.
Chases after them, yeah. I just
drags them back to the car, and then they're washing. He's forced the kids to wash the car, So, but they are funny. They're worth watching.
Yeah.
Willie, do we have a quiz this week?
I'm not sure.
We haven't got a quiz.
Of course, we've got a quiz.
Yes, we've got a quiz.
Got my pad.
Just realised the time.
It's gone really quick. It has gone really quick tonight. Should we take 5 and get some refreshments and come back with Willie's quiz?
Sounds like a plan.
Yes.
We've got the other video or the other clip of Neil and Happy Hour TV for you guys to watch. So, yeah, have a look at that and see how the show's progressed from the beginning. New cameras, new mics, new overlays, everything.
Super.
Cool. Should we take 5 then?
Yes. Yep.
Sweet. We'll see you after the break. We'll see you after the break.
So, first question I put to you is, do you know anyone who has got a unique or perhaps risque tattoo?
Yeah, I can't remember exactly where they went, but anyway, they both came back with tattoos across, obviously, the butt cheeks.
Oh, goodness me. It's not you, Gabe, is it?
No,
I wish it were me. I wish it were me.
It's nobody used to, well, so I know, and...
well, that's nothing really. That's nothing really, is it, Gabe?
Go on then, Gabe. Put us out of our misery. What have we got?
Well, I mentioned at the start of the show that I work for Taplin's Butchers, and my boss is a bit nuts, and he bet me £100 that I wouldn't get a tattoo of the Taplin's Butchers logo on my body. And he paid for the tattoo and paid for me everything, give me £100 on top of it, and I've got it right here on me.
Really? It's right there on your chest?
Right there on my chest.
Blimey neck.
Pretty small, pretty small.
No, it's not pretty small. It's absolutely massive. The logo is on my t-shirt. Is small.
Are you okay showing us or not?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah, go on.
Right, hang on. Can you see that?
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
It's a really good butcher's.
We need to get my brother on really to tell this story, John. He bought the bike on a Sunday.
Okay.
I did what Gabe did and pestered him for 24, 48, 72 hours. And on Tuesday, I trashed it for him. We bought it on Sunday, I trashed it on a Tuesday. I'd done a proper job on it. He had a brand new helmet and I kind of gave it back to him with all scuffs and scratches on it. I jumped up and I said, I'm all right. Okay. All right, but the bike had slid, across the tarmac or whatever, and wedged itself under a Fiat Uno. I walked in at home, and my mum went, "What happened to you?" Because I'm all scuffed up, right, and I've got a couple of grazes and things. She goes, "What happened to you?" She went, "Oh, you didn't," and I went, She went upstairs, and when my brother walked in, she went, "Well, you did let him have a go." Like she wasn't angry with me. She kind of put the blame on him, saying, "Well, you did let him have a go." And he was in tears, a poor lad. He just bought his pride and joy, with all his savings or whatever and things, and I trashed it for him.
Anyway, so went to Lauren's dad's house. There was a load of food there. Just couldn't even look at it, and decided to have a few shots. And we had a few shots. It ended up. Me and Lauren's dad were topless and wrestling on the floor. And the children were crying. And Lauren just said, "That's enough, we're going home." And we just stopped, like, okay, let's go home. Yeah, I wasn't very well. That night, and the next day, I think I might have been hungover. So this is what I got from. God, I can't. It won't focus.
No, it won't focus. It's not
right.
Okay.
Job, no. So it's a single Highland malt Scotch whiskey, 15 years old. All you got to do is pass it a glance, and you know full well it's not what it says on the tin.
No.
But it is a wild guess. I'm not tasting it. I mean, it's
full, isn't it?
Yeah, but it smells so.
Before we went live, you showed us these bottles, and they were caked in dust.
I don't know how long they've been stood in Big John's kitchen for, but they've certainly been sat on the side of my stairs for 2 years now.
Is it?
It is,
juice.
It's grapefruit infused. You can taste it. Yeah.
Did you get a sip there, John?
No.
Just a sniff.
I dared it.
Come on, let's do that, and I'll share what we've got. I'm intrigued to know. Does it need a splash of lemonade?
What? Wash your mouth out, Neil. Oh my god. What is this? That's ridiculously strong, is that? I bet it's something like wood stain. Oh my god. It's almost got a gritty aftertaste. Yeah, it's very sweet, yeah. It's got a very gritty aftertaste on the top and the back of your tongue. It's like sandpaper. And it's very, very sweet, like slow gin. The nose, it's like brandy. I don't know what it is. Some sort of moonshine.
Is it
Someone's made this at home. I don't know.
Pleasant, or
It
is it?
sounds like different bottles have gone in, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
to Willie.
Over to you, Willie.
Good evening, everyone. And here we go.
Willie.
Yes,
Willie.
sir.
Good evening, Free Willie. I love you, man.
I know you do,
Oh,
man.
and I'm not ready yet. Hang on.
And I love you too. I hope we're not on camera yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think we are.
Yeah, we are.
I just want to say that I love you, brother.
I love you too, brother. I do. Yeah. You know what I mean? But DM me after the show. You know what I mean?
Those photos.
Okay, and we're going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over to you, Willie.
We can't go over
Yeah,
to
no,
me
we're live.
yet.
We're live now. We're live now.
Are we live now? Are we sure? All right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, then.
3.
Right, 2. Right. Good evening,
Are we
ladies.
live or what? Jesus.
Oh, no, I'm not sure. Are we?
Well, I think we must have been live already because we're getting things like get a room and stuff like that.
Right. I'm not sure.
Oh, we are live, yeah.
Did you? Have you pressed the live button yet or what?
Yeah, we did that about 9 o'clock.
Oh, right. Okay.
You haven't done what I did before then when I went to switch to a Be Right Back screen and hit stop stream by accident.
Yeah.
That was a good faux pas.
Okay.
I caught a hotkey and did that once.
Did you?
That was shit.
Right. Okay, then. So are we live then? We definitely
Yes.
live. Yes,
I think
Why do
so.
you ask the chat?
I don't know. Are we live?
If you
Chat,
answer
or what?
no, then you know you're live.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
right, going live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Over to you, Willie.
Right, okay. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to start the quiz. As you know, only stupid answers in. You know what I mean? Don't put the real answers in. We'll get to them later on. Okay? All right, let's go then.
Oh, so don't look at the chat because they'll be putting in
No,
stupid
don't.
stuff.
They'll just be putting stupid answers in, so you'll get none out of 20.
Yeah, don't put real answers in
follow
chat, basically, for this bit, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, question 1.
I was relying on Mark for help.
Do you nick them shades off for wipeouts? He was wearing a pair of those yesterday.
Who's got
Don't
shades
tell
on?
him. Fucking
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you got the all right. So
now he knows where they are.
All right, okay then.
Nobody saw anything.
So, are we going live yet, DJ?
Yeah, I think we're going live in 3,
Right.
2, 1. We're live, Willie. Over to you.
Okay then. Right, fine, right. Question 1. What was the largest dance craze of the 60s? Question 2. Which TV series did we meet Jill Faber and Rowdy Yates? Which TV series did we meet Jill Faber and Rowdy Yates? Question 3. What was the real name of Mr. Ed, the talking horse?
Oh.
What was the real name of Mr. Ed, the talking horse? Question 4. What was Emma Peel's maiden name?
Sorry, what was this question for?
Yes, it was question 4. What was Emma Peel's maiden name?
She had a relation to John Peel.
Hey, he was awesome.
He was super cool.
Question.
That was a sad day. Carry on. Sorry.
Question 5. What is the national sport of Iceland? And it's not shoplifting before you think, Jack. It's not Iceland the shop, it's Iceland the shop.
Just thinking where in the world it was.
That's the joke answer, Fox. Thank you.
I've still managed to get a joke answer. So they are still out there.
Question 6. When was the new musical Express first published?
New Musical Express. What's
I
that,
don't even know what that
magazine?
is. What is it?
Music.
What? The
Music
NME?
Express.
You don't know what the NME is?
Oh, right.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
now
is that
you
what it
s-
stands for?
Now you say the NMA.
Oh my
I
god, is that
thought-
what it stands for?
Yeah.
Yes, New Musical Express.
That's a shit name. No wonder they've just shortened it to NME.
If you give me the exact date, you know what I mean? You might get a bonus point.
Well, I know it's before I was born because I've been given a copy.
Yeah.
1971.
Question 7. When was the first commercial hard disk drive made?
Hmm?
When was the first commercial hard disk drive made?
I don't know.
Are you looking for a year?
Month and year.
Month and year.
Fucking month? What?
If you get the month, I'll give you a bonus point. Just give me the year then.
This ain't fair, right? He's just, he remembers it being in the news and stuff.
Goodness me.
Question 8. Who was Pink Floyd named after?
Every single one of my answers so far is a piss take answer. I am literally going for a 0 this week.
Question 9.
Not looking good.
What sea has no shoreline?
Really? What sea has no shoreline?
What sea has no shoreline? Question 10.
Eh?
May the 1st, 1967, who got married at the Aladdin Hotel?
What's this, question 10?
Question 10. May the 1st, 1967, who got married at the Aladdin Hotel? Question 11. Right? This is courtesy of my wife. Right? They are famous quotes from films. If you can give me the name of the film and the year it come out.
See, this next 10 I'm not going to get. Cool.
I ain't got any so far, so don't worry.
I've got a single fucking one yet.
Okay, question 11. You talking to me?
11.
No, you're talking to us.
They are famous questions, famous quotes from films.
Okay, you want to know the film and you want to know the year.
You'll get 1 point for the film and 1 point for the year if you can get the year. All right.
Okay.
Question 12. Roads, where we're going, we don't need roads.
What was that, question 12?
Question 12. It is roads, question mark, where we're going, we don't need roads.
So you don't need to eat, like Gary Rhodes, whatever his name
No,
is, the
as
chef.
in roads along the, like cars drive on roads.
Roads.
Roads like
roads.
Not Randy Rhodes then.
No,
Ozzy Osbourne's old guitar player.
Nope,
Oh, okay.
nope. Just roads that you drive on. Question 13. It was beauty killed the beast.
I should know that.
Thanks for fucking up my joke answer, JP.
What was that? Question 13 one more time, please.
It was beauty killed the beast.
It was beauty killed the beast.
I'm trying to think of it now.
Okay, you try to think of it. Right, moving on. Question 14. I'll have what she's having. I'll have what she's having.
Oh,
Just to let you know, Kaz.
Fucking got one. I've got one.
Head. He knows it. He's just banged his head to try and figure it out.
Oh, the fucking year, though.
Yeah, you got a. It's only a bonus point if you've got the year. Obviously, 1 point for the movie and 1 point for the year.
I'm a bit upset with question 11 through to 20.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Never mind. Question 15.
Seen C Gunner's answer to that one.
Question 15.
Honestly, Debbie Does Dallas. She usually comes up most weeks, to be honest.
Keep your friends
Well, somebody does.
close, but your enemies closer.
Ah?
Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
That's a quote from a film.
It is.
Oh,
They all quote from films.
Yeah.
That's the general idea.
Hold on. Is film the same as film?
That's the general idea, mate. You know what I mean? I haven't just made it up. I'm just not saying that to you. You know what
Can
I
you
mean?
do that? Can you say that last one again?
Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
Was that 15?
That was 15, mate.
You can't prepare for it, Brendy. There is no preparing.
Right. Question 16. I need the song and the artist. Okay?
Aye.
Oh, no.
Aye. Shit.
Shit. That is by
Wait.
Britney Spears,
Wait.
featuring Justin Bieber.
Oh,
Never
when
got
that
released.
love comes down without devotion, well, it takes a strong man, baby.
Can you repeat that, please, Jack?
Oh,
Talk
when
over the
that
first bit.
love comes down from that emotion. Right. Question 16.
Oh, no, I thought that was 16.
No, it was 16.
Yeah, so
guys.
17.
It's all right. You don't realise, but I've got my wife just off camera pissing herself laughing at me, taking the water. Right? And it's sort of making us uncomfortable.
You want me to go, babe?
Yes, please.
No, stay and watch him. Stay and watch him.
Yeah, stay and watch him.
Oh, she's gone.
Yeah, stare at him. Just stare at him.
God, no. Right. Question 17. She's put me off now. Didn't hear your wicked words every day, and you used to be so sweet, I heard you say.
Could you repeat it?
Didn't hear your wicked words every day, and you used to be so sweet, I heard you say.
The words sound familiar, but the fucking tune doesn't.
The tune sounds terrible, mate. The words are really.
Sing that again, because it does sound familiar. Can you do it like maybe a little bit in tune this time?
Is this question 18?
It's
No,
not
17.
17, okay.
Didn't hear your wicked words every day, and you used to be so sweet, I heard you say.
Oh, you're really butchering something. I know this one, but you're fucking ruining it.
Good. Good.
Just once more, Willie, and
This
please.
is what happens. This is what happens at the DJ booth. Someone will come up to you and say, "Do you know this song?" and it's Willie's voice that comes out. You know, that you hear this kind of, you know, one lyric and like, no, not got it. This is what happens.
One more time, please, Willie.
I'm going to do this when I do the answers, DJ. You should know the whole song by then. Didn't hear your wicked words every day, and you used to be so sweet, I heard you say. I'm a man without being
Right. What question is this?
Good, we got there.
Is it 17 or 18? Was
Right, 18, I think. 18.
Was that 18, Willie?
17.
Oh, 17. Okay,
So I can
right.
take my joke answer out now then.
So all you needed to do was that other bit, and then it's like, come to me.
But of course, if I do the easy bits to it, you'll get them all. Question 18.
18.
I'm so excited. I can't write this one because I'm so excited that I've got one music one.
If I had the whole world, I would give it away, and just to see the girls at play. If I had the whole world, I would give it away, and just to see the girls at play.
Can we have a little bit more like last time?
Oh. If I had the whole world, I would give it away, just to see the girls at play. It sounds nothing like
I know
this.
that.
Yeah. If I had the whole world, I would give it away, just to see the girls at play.
So even that now sounds familiar as well. But fuck it, I don't know.
Oh, I don't know. I should know that.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Oh, Willie.
Yes.
For you,
Where
I
the
have
girls, where the girls play. Say that bit again. Hang on a moment.
That's what he's saying.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Willie. While you're finding it, I've learnt message to you, Rudy, for the next stream.
Oh, outstanding, mate.
And on the bass, it wasn't fucking easy. I just want to fucking point that out. It's Scar.
All right.
I wish I'd played the guitar part now.
Your hands start to hurt trying to play it.
I'll do that anyway. All right. Question 19. Well, if I told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand. Well, if you told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand.
Is this 19?
Yes.
Still.
They all sound like the same song.
It is. It's the same. What you don't get.
I know it.
It's the same song. It's just different lyrics from that song.
Yeah.
So all 5 are exactly the same answer.
Okay.
I'm going with Brindy's answer.
Well, if you told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand.
Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck's sake, that took some doing. Not from you, just trying to remember the fucking title.
All right.
That was quite easy, to be honest.
It was.
It was actually.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, that part of the line was.
Yeah.
Is this 20 then? Next.
Oh, yeah.
This is number 20. Okay. When it all gets dark again, the whole thing falls apart, I guess.
Any other part of the song? Without giving too much away?
Love to be alone without all your fateful nights and the April showers. Come before I long for you like a ray of hope coming through the blue moon.
No fucking idea.
The whole thing falls apart, I guess. Doesn't really matter about the rain, 'cause we'll do it anyway. We get up and start again.
I feel like I should know it, but
No.
Yeah, we do know it. I can't think of it, but we do know that.
Right.
To be honest, all those music ones sounded familiar.
I've done bad tonight.
Definitely got 17, but the others just sound familiar. But Willie's singing needs to improve.
Willie, can you check yourself, mate? Apparently you're on fire. Min said you're on fire. Are you all right?
I'm really.
Yep.
I am on fire, mate.
I don't want Willie singing them like properly because where's the fun in that?
Yeah, exactly.
I think it's more fun like this, to be honest.
So on Happy Hour TV, when we get a guest in, normally our guests are smarter than us, and they have like a bit of a guest streak that they will, quite often beat us on the quiz. I don't think that's going to happen tonight. I think I'm going to be.
Well, if you want to change it, invite one of us on your fucking stream because we are thick. We've proven this. If there's one thing this quiz is proven, we are the most stupidest streamers on Twitch because we usually get annihilated by the guests.
These quizzes are bad. I'm going to be with you on this.
Okay.
Good.
I need a cigarette. Talk amongst yourselves for 30 seconds because my wife's buggered off upstairs. So talk amongst yourself and I'll come back with the answers. But I need a cigarette.
I tell you another song I've learnt on Rocksmith today. Slipknot's Left Behind. That was quite fucking mental as well.
Yeah, that's good. It's a good song.
I expect it would just be like really fast, and then I saw this mass of colours coming down the screen and be like, are you taking the fucking piss? It's like, the fuck?
Wow.
It's good though.
That app that you're using is really good. I need to make sure that my brother has a look at it.
Oh, Rocksmith.
Is it Rocksmith?
Yeah, it's really good. It's a really good game.
I'll have to ask him and see if he's using it. Is it for bass or is it for any?
No, guitar and bass. You got the lead section. You can pick if you've got guitar, you can pick lead guitar or rhythm guitar or bass.
Let me have a look at it real quick.
Brindy, I got it in the 70s, believe it or not. Which
it might not
fucking
support. I don't know if it supports fruit-based operating systems. That's all.
I think
my brother will be on PS5 or on.
Oh, it's on console.
Oh, it's on console. Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, he'll be either on PS4 or PS5, no doubt.
You're probably more likely getting it on PS4 because I don't think they've been developing it since last year, so they've stopped now. I think a new one's going to come out at some point.
And PS5, am I right in thinking that some of the games are not backward compatible?
I don't really know much about consoles, if I'm honest.
I don't think any of the games have really been backwards compatible. I think when they brought out the PS2, the first sort of generation of the PS2 was backward compatible with the PS1 games. But I don't think the PS3 was backwards compatible with the two.
Right.
No, PS3 had. No, PS3 did.
Cable as well.
Did it?
Yeah.
That is bad, though, isn't it? Especially the cost of the games.
Well, I've still got PS3. You just don't get rid of the old consoles. That's the trick.
Yeah.
I can still. The PS3 is still compatible with the PS3, so it's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Willie, go on then. Over to you, mate.
Right. Okay.
We've talked amongst ourselves.
Right. That's fine. Right. Okay. I'll ask the question again, and I'll ask you individually the answers.
Chat, you can now flex if you really want and show how clever you are.
Oh, I actually have to share with you my answers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, to make it look even. Yep. Right, so question one. What was the largest dance craze of the 60s? DJ?
I think it was like twisting or jiving or something. I don't know if that's the right terminology or...
Happy hour.
That's two different dances, so which one are you picking?
Oh, surely they're the same, aren't they?
No.
Oh, aren't they? I don't know. Twisting then.
Right, okay then. I'm going to go, it's easier just to say names. Ian.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you thinking me?
Yes.
It's Neil.
It's Neil, yeah.
Yeah, not.
Well, okay, I'm going with Ian anyway. Right, Ian.
Everyone calls me Ian.
Right,
I don't know what it is. It's swing. I've put down swing.
Right, Jack.
Yeah, I put down twist. It was probably swing, actually. Yeah, thinking about
I'll put the twist.
Right, the correct answer is the twist.
Yes.
Boom, I got one.
Right. Question 2.
Is that not swing?
No, it's not
No.
swing, it's twist.
Swing, swing.
I'd class all of this the same.
Question 2. Which TV series did we meet Jill Faber and Rowdy Yates? Colin.
Crossroads.
Neil.
Antiques Roadshow.
Jack.
Benny and June.
Muzzy.
I played The Professionals, but I think DJ's right, actually.
No, it's actually Rawhide.
Oh, of course. What?
Rawhide. That one.
Right.
Was close.
Question 3. What was the real name of Mr. Ed the Talking Horse? Colin.
I think it was Mr. Ed.
Neil.
I've put Edward. Not
Jack.
I put Steve.
Muzzy.
Tesco Burger.
It was Bamboo Harvester.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Real name of Mr. Ed.
I thought that was a trick question.
Goodness me.
Question
I was
4.
with you.
What was Emma Peel's maiden name? Colin.
I'm laughing at me.
Josie Diamond.
What?
Neil.
Well, she changed her first name as well.
She changed her first name.
Yeah, she put forget identity change.
Right, Neil.
I mean, you might as well say something like John. It's like, I put down Bunton. I didn't. I had no clue. I was trying to think of another Emma, and I put Emma Bunton.
Jack.
Potato.
Muzzy.
I think I should have a point for this one, Willie. Roids. Emma Roids. Emma Roids.
Okay. Yeah, you can have a bonus point for that. It was Emma Knight. All right.
It was Emma Knight.
And Virago, you're wrong. It was Knight, not Night. So
Min, she lives up your back passage.
Right. Question 5. What is the national sport of Iceland? DJ.
Handball.
Neil.
Ice hockey.
Jack.
I put Iceland mainly as a reference to go back to it because I couldn't think of anything and I left it at that.
Muzzy.
Really?
Beach volleyball.
Oh, God. It's actually handball.
Oh, which is kind of like volleyball. I know I'm not going to get a point for it, but
like
so my
football,
piss
but
take
with
answer
hands.
wasn't that far from the.
Was that a
mine.
guess, DJ?
No, I know that one. I know the next 2 as well.
Excuse me, sorry.
Question 6.
Shoot.
When was the NME first published? DJ.
1952.
Neil.
64.
Jack.
On the first edition, I don't know. I got a clue.
Muzzy.
Weirdly, I put 1952 as well. Hi, Rach.
The correct answer is 1952.
Really?
Goodness
me.
I seriously made that up.
It was the 14th of November, 1952.
Yeah, it's finished.
Fuck me. I
I
actually
don't know these ones.
guessed that. Did you guess it, DJ?
No, I know that one. When Willie said the new musical magazine, I was like, what the fuck is the new musical magazine? But then when he said the NME, I was like, oh, fucking hell, I know that.
I literally just threw a year down.
Well done.
Oh, okay.
I actually know the next one, and then the rest of the quiz goes fucking belly up.
Question 7.
Until 17.
It's good.
When
Flat
was the
zero
first
for me.
commercial hard disk drive made? DJ.
Well, my first answer was June 1958, but then I remembered it's actually June 1956.
Right. Neil.
I've put March 79.
Jack.
I wrote the letter J.
Right. For what reason?
I like it.
Fine, mate. That's no problem. Okay.
It's comforting.
Muzzy.
Oh, I wrote 1952 as well. It became a thing for when I didn't know the actual answer.
Well, DJ gets 2 points.
Fucking hell.
Wow.
It was June 1956.
What the fuck is going on with DJ and the quizzes recently?
Yeah.
It used to be shit.
Are you getting secret papers?
Already is. Already
No, the
actually
rest-
sent
the
that
rest of
fucking
the-
money into
the
his
rest of
account.
the quiz goes
He got a
really
free
shit
IQ
after
upgrade
this.
with his live view.
I got a free IQ upgrade.
I should get a point for that.
Question 8.
I reckon he is, sir.
What was Pink Floyd? Who was Pink Floyd named after? DJ.
Don't know.
Bet Virago knows this.
I've got nothing. That was a blank for me.
Jack.
I wrote a porn star.
Muzzy.
We'll drink to Lily the Pink, the saviour of the I wrote Lily the Pink.
Right. No, they were named after Pink Anderson and Floyd Council.
What, Pink Floyd?
Yes, in 1965.
And what is Pink Anderson and Floyd? What is it?
I have no idea.
Right.
I don't go into that.
In what year? 1965?
1965.
Wow.
Question 9.
Floyd.
What sea has no shoreline? DJ.
Don't know.
Neil.
I put Antarctic.
Jack.
I wrote that.
No problem. Right. Okay. Muzzy.
The letter C.
No. It is the Sargasso Sea.
I was close.
The Sargasso Sea has no shoreline.
Well, where is it then? It must end somewhere. Or is it a sea in the middle of seas?
What sea?
It's probably a massive man-made ocean or something like that, or lake.
Yeah, but it'll still have a shoreline.
What's it called?
Wait, what sea has no shoreline? The Sargasso Sea.
My logic was
Gasso. The Sargasso Sea.
Never even heard of it.
It's probably because it exists within the sea, so it's got no shoreline.
Well, it'd just be that other seas are butting up against it, and wherever they put their map, you know. Yeah.
I don't think it's a real sea.
That was my thinking of the the Arctic or the Antarctic is ice, and it might not
be an area that's not got any landmass.
Apparently,
Sargasso Sea.
Yeah, apparently Viagra says it's on the moon.
The North Atlantic, right? The Sargasso Sea in the North Atlantic is bounded by the Gulf Stream on the west, the North Atlantic Current on the north. So yeah, it's just surrounded by. It's actually the sea, right? It's actually an air sea, not a sea.
What do you mean an air sea?
Well, it's a region of the Atlantic Ocean. So it's actually it's called seas, and it has no land boundary. So it's literally a sea within sea.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a city in the middle that's not got any beaches.
A bit like
got
Atlanta. Is Atlanta there?
Boroughs around it, yeah.
That's nice, Minge. Apparently, Minge has got crabs. Don't know why he's chosen tonight to share that with us. But
Question 10. May the 1st, 1967, who got married at the Aladdin Hotel? DJ.
Don't know. Paul Daniels.
Neil.
Elvis.
Jack.
Tina Turner.
Did he ever get married? I don't know.
Muzzy.
Can I tell you a joke about Aladdin?
Yeah, go on.
So Michael Jackson says to his helper, shall we get a video in to rent? And his helper says, what about Aladdin? He went, no, let's just stick to the film. I put Paul McCartney.
Oh, God. Muzzy. You're banned. You're out.
I put Paul McCartney as my actual answer, though.
Oh. Right. The correct answer is Elvis Presley.
No, so someone guessed that right then.
Yeah.
Yes. Got me first point.
Yep.
Yay.
Goodness me. It's going to put a circle around that.
Right. Question 11. Famous quotes from movies. If you can give me the movie and the year, you will get 2 points. Just the movie, you get 1 point. Right. Question 11. You talking to me? DJ.
Say a word.
No. I don't know that one. The kid in Macaulay Culkin. That one.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, Home Alone. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go with that one.
I think he does say that.
Yeah.
I think he actually does say that.
Actually.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
Good guess.
Yeah, he does.
Neil.
I've put Taxi Driver.
All right.
1977.
All right. DJ.
Yeah. Don't tell me that was right.
Jack.
I haven't got anything.
Muzzy.
Do you want me to tell you another joke? No, Dirty Harry, I put 1976.
It's funny because I thought that.
Well,
but
okay then, right? I am going to give Neil 2 points. Because for the simple thing is, it was Taxi Driver.
Yeah.
And it was 1976, mate.
God.
And with you being a year off, you can have 2
Yeah, I
points
think
for
that's
that.
fair. I mean, that's fair.
That's good.
Yeah, that was.
It's the scene where he's stood at the mirror and he's flicking out, the gun from his sleeve.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you can have 2 points because you were so close with the year as well.
Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
What was the character's name? Travis Bigley or whatever his name was?
Something like
Something
that.
like
Travis,
that.
yeah. It wasn't Travis Perkins.
No, not Travis Perkins. No.
that's a different type of cowboys.
Thomas Cook.
Question 12. Roads? Question mark. Where we going? We don't need roads. DJ.
Buck Rogers in the 21st century.
No, that's not no. Mini.
Back to the
that was more
Future.
for Mindy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Back to the Future in 1987.
Jack.
Back to the Future 1985.
Muzzy.
I'm going to split them Back to the Future 1986. I know
think
it's somewhere around there.
I think Mozzie would be right with 86.
You stick with Buck Rogers, Colin. You'll be fine.
Yeah, you. Right. It was Back to the Future 1985.
Oh,
I've got 1 point.
Sorry.
Then. Okay.
Yeah, you get 1 point because you got 1 point because you got Back to the Future.
Yeah.
2 for getting the
Booyah.
well done, Jack.
I can go home now.
Question 13. It was Beauty killed the Beast. DJ.
Sleeping Beauty.
I've gone a little bit off the wall here. I've gone with Kill Bill, 1998. I don't remember when the film was.
Jack.
I put Virago.
Right. Muzzy.
Can I just say, Minge deserves a point for his answer for the last one, with the roads one, saying it's a quote from the UK Highways Agency. Train Spotting, 1998. I think me and Neil have gone down the same road here.
Yeah.
So it was Beauty killed the Beast. It was actually King Kong. And it was 1933.
Oh my God, yeah. Wow.
So not Uma Thurman then.
Nope.
Apparently not.
Question 14. I'll have what she's having. DJ.
I don't know.
Neil.
When Harry Met Sally.
Yep.
1985.
Oh, was it really that old?
Jack.
I put Laura Has a Stroke.
Muzzy.
Yeah, it's when Harry met Sally straight after the orgasm scene, isn't it, in the pub? But I put 96. I hadn't fucking flickered actually it would be that old.
I think it is older, yeah.
Neil, you put 85.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Muzzy, you put what, 96?
96. I thought it was 90s. But...
Right. Well, it is when Harry met Sally.
Yep.
And it's 1989.
Yeah.
So it's 4 years out for me.
Yeah, so you only get 1 point.
Yeah, that's fine. I knew it was about, but I don't know. Everything's a fucking blur now. In the 80s, late 80s, early 90s.
Question 15.
I didn't get this one.
Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. DJ.
Forrest Gump.
Neil.
I'm going to plump a guess. I've not written an answer down, but I'm going to plump a guess. It was a Clint Eastwood, Good, the Bad, the Ugly.
All right. Jack?
I put the My Little Pony movie.
Was that My Little Pony's Abattoir?
Unexpected item in the bagging area.
Was he?
I put Good Morning Vietnam, 86.
Right.
Oh.
It would actually The Godfather Part 2, 1974.
Should have got that.
Was that question 15?
It was.
So
Jack, my abattoir joke actually came from this book that I've had since the 80s.
I'm sure I've got a copy of that somewhere.
Adrian Edmondson.
Yeah, I've definitely got a copy of that somewhere. It's probably in the loft where
I've seen that before, that book.
Yeah.
Really? I've also got the second one.
I haven't got the second one. I've got the first one.
Timeless.
Sorry.
Right. Question 16. The music questions. And I haven't got the energy to sing them.
Yes,
yet.
Farrago.
Or when that love comes down without devotion, well, it takes a strong man, baby. DJ.
Kylie Minogue.
I had nothing.
Neil. DJ. Jack.
I put Big Pimpin' by Jay-Z.
Mozzie.
I put I Second That Emotion by Japan. I don't remember that. Cracking
It
song.
was Faith by George Michael.
Oh, yeah.
So hold on. Say the lyrics again.
Very good.
Sing it again.
Or when that love comes down with devotion, well, it makes a strong man, baby.
Yeah, it sounds nothing like that song.
No, it doesn't. It sounds shit off. Right, question 17. Didn't hear your wicked words every day, and you used to be so sweet, I heard you say.
Dun, 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 dun.
When you did it the last time, but moved on to question 18, I was so excited that I knew I couldn't even write it, and my pen was just like going really funny, and so I didn't even answer question 18. But that one, Culture Club, Karma Chameleon.
Yeah, I had Karma Chameleon and I had Culture Club.
Jack.
I had exactly the same as those two. Culture Club, Karma Chameleon.
Mozzie.
Karma Chameleon, Culture Club.
It was the last one that gave it away, wasn't it?
Can I just
the last.
say, right? If you put it into YouTube, right, it doesn't actually come up with Culture Club. It comes up with Boy George.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was Culture Club, though.
It was Culture Club.
They're only okay then.
There's no way. He didn't do that as a solo.
Well, Boy George was the singer and Culture Club was the band, so
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter, does
I
it?
remember seeing it on the TV, like on the box and on thingy.
Well,
Culture Club.
The band, that was one of the first songs he released, wasn't it?
Right, fine. 2 points each, all right.
Thank you. I was going to say, I would definitely contest that. It was definitely Culture Club.
Question 18. If I had the whole world, I would give it away and to see the girls at play.
Oh,
DJ.
Culture Club, Karma Chameleon.
You're on a roll with that one now.
Neil.
I've got All Saints, Never Ever. No clue.
Jack.
Yes.
Kingston Town, UB40.
Mozzie.
Gary Glitter, I Love You, Love.
I would have put a fucking Gary Glitter song in one of these weeks. You're going to get it wrong. It was Kingston Town by UB40.
Well done, Jack.
He must know because the amount of times he used to have song requests and I used to put it on, he should know that by heart.
Yeah.
Right.
Normally
you know
only
that
70.
song, Virago, thanks to my streams.
Yeah.
I actually played that one on stream. Glory hole, but I'm still banned for.
Question 19. Well, if you told me you were drowning, I would not lend a hand. Did you?
I don't know.
Neil?
I've plumped a guess at Oasis, Wonderwall.
All right. Jack?
In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins.
Mozzie?
In the Air Tonight, Phil Collins.
Wow.
The correct answer is In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins.
Most famous part of the song, isn't it? That's the bit everyone waits for. Yeah, everyone waits for that fucking drum.
Everybody turns the steering wheel to that one.
Everyone sit there like, wait, come on, it's coming, it's coming.
Come on.
Even that chocolate advert, that was what it was based on, wasn't it? It was the anticipation, waiting for that drum line.
Yeah.
Right. Question 20. When it all gets dark again, the whole world thinks they fall apart, I guess. DJ?
Don't know.
Neil?
I've guessed it, Mama by Spice Girls.
Jack?
I think I should know, but I don't. And I put a question mark.
Okay. Right. It's not
Which
the
are
black
also comforting.
Hold on. Oh, whoa. There's no artwork this week, Jack. What the fuck?
It's
What
not
are you going to
the
put in your
black
Discord?
There's no artwork, no.
Are we going to
I've
make...
got some artwork to put on there, but
okay.
none from the show, from this week's show.
Mozzie?
I put Rolf Harris's cover of Stairway to Heaven.
It was the Lighthouse Family Lifted.
There's the
I
reason
never
why.
liked. Yeah.
I know you don't like them, but that's why I put it in. Okay, that's the end of the quiz. Gentlemen, top up the answers, please.
All right. Wow, that's quick.
Yeah, mine was quite quick.
Have we all got you totted up your answers? I will ask you individually.
Terrible.
All right, Mr. DJ Technique.
7 out of 20.
7 out of 20. Neil. 7 out of 20. Jack.
I got 9.
9 out of 20. Mr.
9.
9.
Oh. Have you got a tie break question, Willie?
Oh. Right.
Can't we just share victory?
No. Yeah, well, I'll share my victory with Jack.
Yeah, cool, that's it. We'll have.
I actually won one there. Hey.
I'll share the victory
this week with Mozzie and Jack, and tied.
Tied losers.
Tied
losers.
I'll take that. I'll take that any day.
That concludes the quiz for this evening.
Thank you, Willie.
Thank you, Willie. Excuse me one moment, please.
Yeah, thank you,
I will
Willie.
say one thing. At least you didn't get beaten by DJ.
Well, the thing is, if Willie hadn't sung that last bit of that song, I wouldn't have got question 17, and that would have been 2 points down, so I would have only have had 5. So it was lucky that Culture Club one came in.
Good quiz. Good quiz. And I know people go on about the singing, and we joke about the singing, but I don't want it perfect singing. What's the fucking point of that?
No, it's much better.
It's supposed to be funny. It's supposed to be a laugh, isn't it?
I was going to say, if the chat are looking for perfect singing, they've got the wrong host.
Yeah, we don't do that.
I think it's great.
Well, the quiz is supposed to be a laugh. It's supposed to be a laugh.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Although the old days of Willie doing it reminded me of Gavin and Stacey. When what's his name's doing the pub quiz, you ever seen that one? And he's getting more and more drunk, and in the end he's just fucking slurring and that's asking the same fucking question like 3 times and shit.
If I did a Smithy, you're not a pint up there. You know what I mean? It'd be no good.
Chris Akabusi came up as several answers.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
it'd be totally no good.
Fall asleep halfway through. Question 18.
Yeah.
Oh, we've had that one.
Right.
That's the answer. What's the question?
I need to disappear for 2 minutes.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you, Willie. Good quiz.
Thank you.
So, okay, we've already sort of talked about a little bit. So, future of your channel, you've got the bug now. So, even when lockdown comes, you're going to do something here. Still, you're going to carry on. You and your
That's
buddies.
the plan. Yeah, that's the plan. We're going to, as I say, we'll take it down to the pub, and we want to go on like the occasional road trip. You know, take the van out and go and pick up a random item that we've all purchased on eBay and stuff. You know. That will sell back on eBay a week later once we've, hurt ourselves or something daft. So,
well, I've been thinking of something. I don't know if your co-hosts would agree to it, but I think as a special one day we should have the whole lot on as a joint joint chat show. What do you reckon? Get everyone, all of you
up for that. They'd be up for that. The guys,
I think it'd be quite a laugh.
They're good guys, you know.
Yeah.
John and Mark.
I think we should do a big joint one day. What do you reckon? I don't mean big rolling joint. I mean, collaboration.
We've done similar things, haven't we? And, it just adds to the diversity, of what will happen next. Who knows?
And let's be honest, two of us could stream it, so actually both channels are showing the show.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That'd be quite a laugh, wouldn't it? You could if you really want. Yeah, that's all right.
We will. The plan is to get DJ on at some point, but Red Mozzie will get you in. We might get Free William to come in and do our quiz for us one week.
They won't know what's it. Well, I suppose if they've watched this, then they'll know at least.
They'll know. But, most of our viewers will be like, the lyric quiz will be great. I think that'll land. So yeah, no, we'll definitely collab a bit more and do.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, part of this was getting people a good cell phone was just the networking, really. Was let our it's brought our communities together already. So I had my bit of a community. Jack's got his, DJ's got his, etc. And we brought them together as one. Yeah. And then we get a guest in, and it's kind of, well, there you go. Look, there's other streamers out there you should be watching and following, and it's all about networking.
Yeah. We were thinking the same. So when I first came onto Twitch, I hooked up with an Irish community, based around Dublin, and things. So I landed there, on Twitch. That was my first exposure. So I've built up relationship with, a few of those guys, but they're a lot younger than me. And so when I was looking around a little bit further, I don't know how long I've been following you, DJ. It's been a couple of months, I think.
I thought it was around Christmas time.
Was it? Yeah. Okay. So you've done your own work. You've checked. I don't remember how long it's been, but it's when I stumbled on that, I thought, there are guys our age on here.
I'm pretty sure it was Christmas time because it was with that Ian Lee raid, wasn't it?
It was, yes.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it was around that time.
Yeah. So I tune into Ian quite a bit, just as radio stuff. And if I miss the late night shows that he does, I might, I was listening to it during the day, and things, just hearing his banter and stuff. So stumbled on on your channel from there. And it was nice because then I started to realise, well, this ain't just a young person thing.
No, right.
There are guys out there.
There's other old gits out there doing the same thing.
There's a place for everyone somewhere. I mean, there was somebody doing jigsaw puzzles, and there was people watching. That's what I mean. There's something for everyone there.
Right. Me and my brother, we've both come from community radio background. And I said to him, we both, that's in our past. That's, some years back. He did a bit more than I did. So he went on to sort of regional radio and things. So did a gig with them and did a few shows. And then, I said to him fairly recently in the last sort of, 3-4 years, I said, we could do this. We could create, a local community radio thing, run it from internet. You run it from where he lives. He lived near you, Red Mozzie, at one point. He lived at Melton Mowbray.
Right, yeah, just down the road, yeah.
Oh, right.
Sorry.
So he was living there, and then I said, look, we could create a radio station. I've got potential customers that could be potential advertisers, to make it a viable, option for us. And he said, nah, it's too much work. He just poo-pooed the idea. And he said, it's too much work. The licenses, it'll be really difficult, and stuff. And I thought, but there's internet radio. there must be some way of broadcasting something. And so it's been, quite deep inside, me to kind of get back on, some kind of broadcasting type thing. So when we were forced into a lockdown, I'm thinking we could put banter and chat, on YouTube, and go from there. So that's kind of the background and why probably I'm a bit more tech savvy, I suppose, to want to try and do it as best as we can. So yeah. There you go.
Yeah, young Jaws just mentioned about we need a Twitch DJ for unsigned artists and that. I don't think it's not. It's like fuck the DMCA bit. Unsigned bands want to get out there and be heard as well. I mean, a friend of mine, Baz, who's got a band called Magic 8 Ball. He's located in America now, and I reached out to him. I said, would you come on this show? We could play a few of these songs and that and chat. He went, fuck yeah, definitely, because it's exposure.
Yeah, and that's so the guy that did our intro is the guy that was in that video clip at the beginning where he did the rap.
Right.
So he's the guy that did our rap, kind of titles. Yeah. It's not a because he did that, using his home recording, sort of setup. It's not sound balanced in any way, but it's mashed together well enough.
It suits it, doesn't it? Everything.
It's fine. Yeah, and we'd love to have had it better. In fact, I did a Fiverr job, right? No one else knows this, but I feel fine sharing it here rather than on our channel, because the music was done by a guy who produces music on Fiverr.com. Right? So I've gone onto Fiverr.com, thought, right, we need a unique piece of music that's ours, right? Don't want it to be, copyright issued or anything like that. So it can't be, so it's got to be unique. So told this guy what I needed, and I wanted lyrics. So gave him all the lyrics about 2 pints of beer, 2 pints of ale, and a pint of cider, graphic designer, electrician, and a pub landlord. Try and come up with something. He came up with a song. This guy was from either Russia or something like that, right? And his accent was diabolical. You couldn't understand a word he said. You could listen to it, but it was like, this shall never see the light of day. So I'm like,
that sounds funny to me.
It was funny.
Have you got the original?
I have got it.
Oh, we got to hear it at some point. Maybe not on stream. I want to hear it now.
We'll do it on this. We'll do it on Discord. But the thing was, I said to the guy, I said, brilliant. Can we have a copy of the instrumental, please? Just so that I can use it as background. You see. So I paid him for the track, paid him for this background, had a copy of this lyric one, and took it. So on our YouTube stuff, we've got his name listed and things, but I can't joke about it on the stream because it's his music.
Oh, right.
His lyrics. Do you know what I mean? So we've not brought it up on there. But once I realised that the lyrics were bad, I phoned up my contact over at Bingley, who was doing the rap stuff, you see, and I'm like, can you do anything with this rock tune? We've got rock guitar sort of stuff going on. Is there any way that you can do anything, over the top of it? And he said, I'll have a go. So that's the story behind the titles. But yeah,
it's good.
The Russian version is it's very funny.
But don't you think though? I think YouTube has got it now, and I think even Twitch to a certain degree of people really going for broadcast sort of quality as they can with their graphics and their presentation. I don't know. For me, I know me and Jack have talked about this before, that I like it being a little bit amateurish. I like it being a bit scuff. Natural, real people,
Yeah.
It's a bit like punk rock, isn't it? Or of streaming for us. It's like, I want people to see this and go, fuck it, I could do that. Yeah. Well, do it then. Switch that fucking stream on and give it a go.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. And for Mark and John, they've never done anything like this. I remember taking John to local radio for one of our charity, football matches. And I said, "Come on, John." I said, "We'll get you on air," and he was like, "I'm going to go on, talking to the microphone. I don't know about that." He was a bit kind of, but now he's doing it every week.
Yeah.
I think it's addictive, isn't it? Everyone we've met on this show, they've kind of got into this through a mate or a friend or someone, and they've seen them do something similar or watch someone, and they've thought, "Oh, I can have a go at this." Everyone we've had on this show has been absolutely brilliant. They've been really creative, inventive. We've had so many different people on, haven't we?
Yeah, I would never dream of doing anything like this. I don't stream. I'm not a streamer. You know what I mean? And basically, it was when these guys were doing this on a Friday night, and I was watching them. And I know, chat, you've heard this story loads of times, but I want to repeat it. And I was watching this, and I was enjoying it, and I was thoroughly enjoying it, and getting involved with the chat and everything. And I just happened to message Muzzy one night and said, "You should have some sort of a pub quiz." And he said, "Yeah, we'll have a pub quiz if you're going to come on and do it." And I come on, no camera or nothing, just the voice, no camera. And people were saying, get a camera, and I got a camera. And to be honest, the first time I put the camera on, I was so nervous, unbelievably nervous, that I just couldn't settle at all. That the night before, to come on camera and sit and talk like this, it was so scary. It was unbelievable.
You settled into it a bit now, aren't you? I mean, I think that's why you drank a lot on a Friday night. Joking aside, I think what you don't realise is Willie's actually quite quiet and shy.
I am.
Well, Willie's actually got his own show now, hasn't he?
Well, yeah. Now you do your own quiz show.
To be honest, if we were to meet face to face in a pub, nowhere to lie, I'd be the little guy sitting in the corner, the shy type, or popping up the bar or something, till maybe I'd like they say, it's Dutch courage. The more I have a drink, the more I talk, and basically, it's a long story anyway. I'm not going to it. These lads know anyway, but you know what I mean. It is Dutch courage at the end of the day, and.
But
you're eased into it now, haven't you?
Once you've done it a few times, because the guys were nervous. Mark's just put in the comment there. He's just put totally. It was out of his comfort zone.
It was,
but he finds it fun now, and it's something new. It's something different. So Mark's our quiz master. He does our quizzes for us. He's put in an earlier message. He's put, they need to hear the original. Do you want to? Should we? Am I able to share the screen and play the original track?
Should be able to. All you got to do, DJs, when shows it, is stream that to here, make it big,
like you said,
or whatever, or just.
It's just an audio file. So
okay, yeah. So
it'll be a blank screen.
Yeah, that's fine. Just stream it, and then DJ, you know what to do, don't you? Just view it. Basically, view it when Neil shows it, and make sure the volume's up.
So it'll be on the pop-out
Discord.
chat,
Yeah, it'll be in the pop-out.
So it'll come up as a share screen or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're getting a world first here, chat, by the way.
It is
an exclusive. You got an exclusive here.
Because it's embarrassingly bad.
Yeah, but I love shit like that.
Yeah, it's the best shit.
Just trying to look for. Let me just find something to put on the screen for you.
I'm just reading what Max put in. Like you said, I'm with Free Willie. It's the Dutch courage thing. It is. I don't know why it shouldn't be, but it is at the end of the day.
I still get a bit nervous when I'm streaming. I mean, DJ's streaming this one tonight because I'm on call, but I still get a little nervous. Not on my own streams, weirdly enough, but on this show. I think it's because I don't want to let anyone else down. With issues and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, I can share my screen, and will it include sound?
Should do. Yeah.
Sound may not be available on your screen device. Let's just see. We'll go live and just see, shall we? Here we go.
So you just got to click on watch stream.
Yeah, you just click on that, mate, and then we should be able to see it.
And then just make sure that you got the speaker down the bottom. Make sure that's Luke's got his volume on it.
Yeah. Full volume.
Okay. Just get ready to turn the volume down if need be. Here we go. So let's just see if you've got sound.
Yeah, half volume actually.
No, I haven't got any sound my end.
No sound?
No.
How about that issue before?
No sound, no.
Yeah, it's.
Let me just.
Did you stream the app or did you stream just the screen itself?
I just did a screen, so let me change that then. Sorry to mess up.
That's all right.
This is what makes a live show live.
Yeah.
Stop streaming. Here we go.
Exactly. That's what. I totally agree with you, DJ. At the end of the day, we're not prepared. It's just what gets thrown up.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try.
Oh yeah, cheers, Sap. I'll change that.
Let's try this one. Okay. Let me know.
Is it playing now?
There's no screen, so.
Oh,
do you have
shit,
sound?
No. I'm not getting anything.
Okay. No sound, DJ?
No. Still not hearing anything.
Okay,
just email it to me quickly.
Okay, all right. Okay, we'll do that.
And then we'll delete it straight after anyway, so.
Okay.
Sassy girl for you.
Or send
Hello,
it in
good
Discord,
evening.
actually, because that might be easier.
Yeah, Discord,
okay.
direct message.
Yeah.
Sorry for the waiting, guys, but this will be worth
Yeah.
it, I think.
Good evening, Sassy girl for you. I think it would
Deadly
be worth it.
silence, eh?
Yeah. Unfortunately, like you say, this is like.
This is live.
Yeah, it's live. It's
live and scuff.
You know what
It's
I mean?
raw.
So,
You know, you want to hear the really bad intro. Should we have a look quickly at the intro that they're using now for anyone who's
so you
joined
better
us?
compare it.
You'll be able to compare. That's grand.
That's a good idea.
Okay, don't talk for 45 seconds, please, guys. And this is hopefully Happy Hour TV's new intro.
Well, Happy Hour TV, gonna grab a drink or three, because you know it's always 5 o'clock somewhere. Two lads from Yorkshire and another bloke from Somerset, supping and chatting away with each other, you never quite know what you're gonna get. Mark is a spark and his barbs are sharp, he has us crying. For an electrician, his banter is electrifying. Here's a designer, the guy with the cider. John is the landlord and they're all on Happy Hour TV.
So that is the new intro that Happy Hour TV are currently using. I'm hoping that maybe... Have you sent it by Discord or an email?
It's too big to add to the file.
Right.
Let me work on it. Chat amongst yourself a minute. And then...
Right, we'll chat amongst ourselves.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, then.
So what did you reckon of that intro, Willie?
I think it's a really good intro. I like it.
I like it too. I would really like my channels have something like that. I've always had this kind of vision. That do you remember Neighbours and stuff?
Yes, I think it's sitcom type of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know, something bouncing across the screen of sort of all family stuff and people out the pool. Yeah, no, it's a really good intro.
I thoroughly enjoyed that bit.
We had a lot more sort of B-roll, I suppose you'd call it. We had a lot more footage, and we wanted John to struggle to find his his gadgets and stuff. So we had him looking in the drawer, but it didn't. It was so quick. All those transitions were so quick. It didn't quite work out. But the idea was that we were working. we checked our phones or we checked something, and a reminder would come up on our phones to say it's 5 o'clock. You know, we sit down or whatever, we sit at our chairs, and we were supposed to all sit there proud as punch, sat at the chair, looking at the camera, getting ready for the thing. But on John's, it would have been just a spinning chair because he wasn't there. He was going to be late, you know, and things. So that was the that was the plan.
Who done the singing for that? Was it you?
So the guy was called Wilco Wilkes.
Right, yeah, I've seen him. Yeah,
he's the rap guy for us. So he
Right.
did the singing for us. Yeah. So.
Is he from up here? Because we saw on the when we're doing the intro, he's a Newcastle by the looks of it.
He's a Newcastle fan.
Yeah, but he's
very,
not from Newcastle.
very much so. I think he's like a bit of Blackpool rock. If you cut him open, it'll say Newcastle.
It's a bit like me. Yeah,
right.
I'm from the northeast. If you cut me open, I bleed red because I'm Liverpool. Oh wait, there you bleed red anyway. But,
so that's him. But he's from Bingley. But he's just very much a die-hard Newcastle fan.
right, so I suppose somebody has to be, so it doesn't really matter about that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
I think we need intro music and shit like that for these shows.
We do. We got to work on that one.
You play guitar. You do it.
Yeah, exactly. So,
So do you. You play guitar.
Yeah, you play guitar. Yeah, you do.
I've got music because I have permission from same Buzz Francis from Magic 8 Ball, who, as long as we put on there somewhere, music by, I can use any of his tunes, and they're very, very good.
How about you and
we
Jack
need the video. We
don't-
need things, you know, we need an intro.
How
I don't
about
have
you
to
and
do the
Jack
video.
don't go to the Bahamas on all of Chat's donations and this, that, and the other, and we invest the money and we get some Russian or Kazakhstanian or someone to do some really crazy tunes on one of those.
Any European country outside the European Union, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be.
Any European country outside the European Union.
Well, you mean like us?
Oh, that makes
UK.
everybody do it.
Yeah, no, we're a European country outside the European Union now. Well, I don't know. I don't know about you, Jack. I still would rather go to the Bahamas with you. What do you reckon? And do the show. Yeah, sorry. We'll have to make the intro free because we're still taking all the money to go on holiday.
Right,
I've got some ideas actually. So bear with me.
Yeah.
Right, I think I need to get ready for work.
It has to be scuff as
No,
fuck.
you don't. Give our way.
The track will play in Discord after in the after show because I've just converted it, so we're
Okay.
Okay then, because DJs needs to get to work in about 8 hours' time. Right.
Yes, and I've been up since 2:45 this morning as well.
At the end of
I've been
every
up since
show-
2:30 this afternoon.
Yeah. At the end of every show, Neil, we ask
4 hours difference.
who they would like to raid. Have you got
Yes.
anyone in mind
Oh, yeah.
like to raid?
let's see. Let me just open up a.
It's better if they're not on sub-only chat or follow-only chat or anything, but...
Don't forget, chat. We do have the after show party after the stream. If you want to jump in there, we'll probably jump in, but give us at least 15 minutes. Cause
yeah, we got to have our quick wind down first before we
have a
dive
wind
in there.
down and stuff like that.
If you're not
And-
members of the Discord, you can find it exactly there.
Yeah.
Brindy, thank you for the cheer.
Yeah, thank you, Brindy, for the 200.
Yeah, thank you very much, Brendy.
Like I said, if you want to jump in the after show party, we will be in there about 15, 20 minutes time.
Yeah.
We need a 10, 15 minute wind down here before we get there.
He's a very irreverent chap. Swears a lot. He's Irish. He plays games and things, interactive games, so people can join.
The Irish. Big up the Irish.
People can join in. if
Oh,
they
not
want to.
fucking people that swear, for fuck's sake.
Fucking hell, can you think somebody fucking decent with pissing out?
Wait, hang on. Don't they teach them that language in school in Ireland?
Yeah. Hunting owl games.
Can
you
type
type it in chat, please?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's been a good show. I've enjoyed it. What do you guys think then, chat? Have you enjoyed this show? Neil, good guy.
Thank you.
Definitely have him on again, and we'll definitely look at having a bit of a loony stream one time, a joint collaboration with the two. That'll be right funny.
It'll be good. If it's 4 against 4, we'll bring in Wilco Wilkes. So
yeah,
he'll be up for that.
Yeah, that'd be
yeah, cool.
No, it'll be 3 against 3, and I'll be doing the quiz.
Okay, well that's perfect.
Well, yeah, if he does the quiz, but there won't be no favouritism. You've seen that. If anything, he'll favourite the guests rather than us. So,
Okay,
if anything.
the name is in, and I'm going to hit enter, and we've got 10 seconds. Are we ready to say our goodbyes?
Yeah,
we are.
Good night,
Okay.
everybody. Thanks for tuning in as always. You know what I mean?
Superb.
I'm hitting enter.
No, we don't know what you mean. You keep saying this. You know what I mean? What
You
do
know
you
what
mean?
I mean.
You know what I mean? It's just what you know what I mean, like.
Thank you to DJ for streaming it this week. Thanks for Willie for the quiz. Thank you for Jack for just being sexy fucker. Thank you for Neil for joining us, and thank you to the community. We love you all.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in.
Everybody in the chat, please tell them where you come from and who sent you.
Yeah, let them know that Happy Hour TV chose this raid.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Nightmare's done it again. Bless him.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you, Nightmare. Do it.
Right, guys, see you later. See you next week.
See you next week.
Cheers,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Thank you.
And they
We're
are
off.
gone.
All right, there we go. We need to hear that. I
just want to hear the reaction.
Yeah.
Untitled Network of the Real as well. What the hell? Untitled Network with the Real. Holy fuck! Holy fuck!
Who is this guy then?
This character's like.
It's playing Pink Floyd. Excellent.
Nice.
Supermasked Ghastly, thank you for the follow.